Hello, Paul is West for UK here, and welcome to another Game of the Day video. So today we're looking at Wec-Le-Mans on the Amstrad CPC. So this is an arcade coin-up conversion for the Amstrad CPC. Also available on other systems by Konami and Imagine. We had Spectrum, I remember playing the Spectrum version actually, Commodore 64, etc. Amstrad, which is this version, Amiga, Atari ST, etc. So let's start the game. We're going to go for joystick today. So this is Monday's Game of the Day. So let's have a look. Right, okay, so we're preparing to start the race. Right, here we go. Right, it looks like we've got to use up to accelerate, which I'm never a fan of. Change gear with the fire button. Right, so if you remember the joysticks that we all had back in the day, up and diagonal left would be to accelerate and turn left, and up, holding up and holding right at the same time on the joystick will be to accelerate right or keep the speed right. Sadly, this is not one of them games where if you hold down, if you get to a certain point in your acceleration, your cruise control enables, so you have to hold up down all of the time, which is a big no-no for me when it comes to these old games, because to be honest I hated it at the time and I still hate it. But yeah, so yeah, that's one limitation, that's one negative point about the game. You have to hold up and your direction of travel to keep accelerating. Well, okay, so this looks a bit better than the Spectrum version actually, because Spectrum version is all yellow, but this has got a splash of colour in it. If you remember the Spectrum version, I don't know if you've ever played the Spectrum version, I have on my channel before, it's yellow and black mainly, the contrast is, but this has got a bit of green, bit of blue, bit of purple. So they have not just lazily ported this over from the Spectrum, they've added a bit of their own take on it for the CPC here. If you can get away from the holding up to accelerate, it's actually a pretty fun game actually. It's not a bad coin-up conversion. I mean, it plays quite well. It's a bit hot. I'm finding it a bit difficult to play on this modern controller I'm using, because I'm using an emulator coupled with a modern wireless 2.4 gigahertz gamepad. I'm using the analog stick. Imagine the way I'm playing it at the minute is I'm using the left analog stick and I'm holding up all the time, and I'm having to move left and right, which does sort of work with the game, but it's sort of making my thumb ache if I'm honest. But yeah, yeah, it's not a bad game. If you want to know what controller I'm using, it's a really cheap one I got from Argos. Let me know if you want to know which one it is. I think it was a GameSir, Game SIR. It's spelled GAMESIR, and it works really well as both a 2.4 gigahertz controller and a Bluetooth controller. It's dual mode, I think. I'm not sure. I think it is. But yeah, that's Wec-Le-Mans. I think it's a really good coin-up conversion for today's Game of the Day. It's got good graphics, the same as average, but it works. Oh, we actually got to the second level. Got a bit more colour than the Spectrum version. To be honest, the Spectrum version was half decent as well, so this is looks a bit more polished than the Spectrum version, even though to me nostalgia always wins, and I think I prefer the Spectrum version, but that's just me. But yes, that's Wec-Le-Mans on the Amstrad CPC. I'm going to give that one a 7 out of 10. What I wish it could have done better was if you could accelerate to the speed, you loose up on the joystick, and then it will stay at your speed, a bit like a like sort of cruise control setting. Some games did that, or some games even had auto acceleration, which wasn't the best. But yeah, that's Wec-Le-Mans. So thank you for watching. Have a pleasant evening. What do you think of that one? Do you like Wec-Le-Mans yourself? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. So thank you for watching. Goodbye.